Sat down on the kitchen tile, phone still lit up from the call. Casserole dish still in the oven, timer going off down the hall. I didn't move to answer it, didn't move to wipe my face. Just sat there in the middle of my life, not knowing what came after this place. The oven mitt was still on my hand, I hadn't taken it off yet. Strange the things you notice in the moment you won't forget. I've read that grief moves in waves I didn't believe it till right now. The first one hit me on that floor, and I didn't know if I'd get back up somehow. Somewhere between the ringing in my ears and the silence after, I heard something steadier than my fear underneath the disaster. You were on the kitchen floor with me, not explaining, not fixing, just staying near. You were on the kitchen floor with me, close enough to catch every tear. I didn't feel you in a lightning strike, I felt you in the quiet after. You were on the kitchen floor with me. That's the closest I've come to knowing what love is after. Weeks later I still catch myself sitting in that same spot sometimes. Not because I'm stuck in it, but because that's where I first knew you were mine. Not a God who stays up in the clouds, but one who sits down in the mess. The oven mitt, the ringing phone, the kitchen floor is holy now, I confess. So somewhere between You sit right down in the middle of everything. You don't wait for me to clean up first. You meet me in the middle of the worst. You don't wait for the timer to stop ringing. You sit right down in the middle of everything. You were on the kitchen floor with me, not explaining, not fixing, just staying near. You were on the kitchen floor with me, close enough to catch every tear. I didn't feel you in the lightning strike. I felt you in the quiet after. You were on the kitchen floor with me. That's the closest I've come to knowing what love is after. Still on the floor with me. Still here. Yellow paper taped up on the door. 30 days, that's all we've got. I stood there reading it 3 times, like the words might somehow change. Might not. My kids don't know yet, they're at school. I've got till 3 to figure out my face. Till 3 to figure out the words for how we're gonna leave this place, this familiar place. I've prayed the kind of prayers that don't have words, just sounds, just breath, just barely holding on. I've called every number in my phone, trying to find somewhere for us to land, somewhere to belong. Pride's a funny thing when you're desperate. I called my sister after a year of silence between us two. She didn't ask a single question, just said, come stay with us. Just said, I love you. Said, I love you. I don't know where we'll be next month. I don't know what this year will hold, but I know you've never let the sparrows go without a place to land, a place to call their own. There's an eviction notice on the door, but there's not one on my faith, not one on my faith. Today's an eviction notice. sister's guest room isn't much, but it's warm and it's got a locking door. I tucked my kids in that first night and told them we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay for sure. I don't know the next chapter yet, don't know where permanent will be, but I know the God who fed 5,000 isn't done providing yet for me, isn't done providing yet for me. I don't know where we'll be next month, I don't know what this year will hold, but I know you've never let the sparrows go without a place to land, a place to call their own. There's an eviction notice on the door, but there's not one on my faith, not one on my faith. Today's an eviction notice on the door, but you haven't moved, you haven't gone away. I don't know where we'll lay our heads, but I know we won't be forsaken, we won't be left. There's an eviction notice on the door, but grace don't have an expiration date, expiration date. You provide, even when the door says otherwise. You provide, not always the way I ask, but you've never once left this task undone. You provide, a sister's guest room, a place to hide, not the way I would have planned, but still your hand, still your hand. There's an eviction notice on the door, but there's not one on my faith, not one on my faith. Today, an eviction notice on the door, but you haven't moved, you haven't gone away. I don't know where we'll lay our heads, but I know we won't be forsaken, we won't be left. There's an eviction notice on the door. We painted the walls a color that could work for a boy or a girl. Didn't know who'd be sleeping in it, didn't know what kind of story, what kind of world. They called on a Tuesday afternoon, said we've got a placement, can you turn tonight? We had 2 hours to get the crib together, 2 hours to make a stranger's child feel right. She cried the whole first week she was here, wouldn't let me hold her, wouldn't let me near. I sat outside her door at night, just so she'd know that someone still was here. Nobody prepares you for loving someone you know you might not get to keep. Nobody prepares you for that kind of ache that comes with loving someone you might not get to keep. Some nights I lay awake and wonder if this will break me when she goes, if loving temporary still counts as loving well, the way love's supposed to go. But I think about the manger, how love showed up not knowing how long it'd stay. And I think maybe that's the whole point. Love shows up anyway. Love shows up anyway. I don't know how long we get love shows up anyway. That's the only kind of love that saves. Love shows up anyway, even not knowing how long it'll stay. Love shows up anyway. That's the kind of love you gave. This is the foster room, painted for whoever comes through that door. This is the foster room, not mine to keep, but mine to love some more. I don't get to write the ending here, but I'll get to make it safe while she's near. This is the open bar, everyone's toasting, champagne towers catching all the light. I ordered a club soda with lime in it, and nobody noticed, and that's alright. Used to be I couldn't do a room like this without something in my hand to hold. Now I'm dancing with my daughter, fully here, fully sober, fully whole. Somebody asked me why I'm not drinking. I just smiled and said I'm good. Didn't feel like explaining the whole story, standing here the way I always thought I never could. There was a version of me 5 years back who couldn't have made it through this night, who would have disappeared by the second toast, who would have missed every single dance, every single line. Nobody claps for the club soda, nobody toasts to staying clean, but heaven's throwing its own kind of party every time I choose what I haven't always seen. I'm sober at the wedding, present for every single song. I'm sober at the wedding, here for the whole night long. 5 years ago I would have missed this, the dancing, the laughing, the way she looks tonight. I'm sober at the wedding, and that's my favorite kind of miracle, my favorite kind of miracle tonight. My daughter caught my eye across the room, mouth the words, I'm glad you're here. 5 words that hit me harder than any toast I've ever heard. I don't need the open bar to celebrate. I've got a joy that doesn't run dry, the kind that doesn't leave me empty, the kind that lets me remember every part of tonight. Nobody here, not missing a single moment, fully here. Fully here, fully here, not missing a single moment, fully here. Hey, I used to disappear from my own life. Now I'm fully here, fully here. Every laugh, every dance, every single line. Fully here, fully here, fully here. I'm sober at the wedding, present for every single song. I'm sober at the wedding, here for the whole night long. 5 years ago, I would have missed this, the dancing, the laughing, the way she looks tonight. I'm sober at the wedding, and that's my favorite kind of miracle, my favorite kind of miracle tonight. Fully here, sober at the wedding. Your voice is still saved in my phone. 23 seconds, that's all I've got. Left by accident, a bud dial maybe, the last thing you left before the call I got. I've listened to it more than I'll admit, just to hear you say my name again, just to hear the sound of you laughing in the background before the world caved in. My phone's updated 100 times since then. Every time I hold my breath and pray that this one voicemail somehow survives the upgrade, survives another day. People say it's time to let it go, time to move the phone along. But some things aren't about moving forward, some things are just about holding on. I know you're not trapped inside that phone, I know that's not where you really are. But grief lets you keep some strange things close, even when you know how far you've come. I keep the voicemail I never delete, never delete. 23 seconds of you being here. I keep the voicemail I never delete, never delete. It's not much, but it's still somehow clear. You're not gone the way the silence says. You're wanted them to hear your voice too. They got quiet, then my youngest smiled, said he sounds just like you. Maybe that's how you keep living, not in a phone, not in a file, but in the way your laugh still echoes, in the people you loved for a while. I know you're not trapped inside that phone. I know that's not where you really are, but grief lets you keep some strange things close, even when you know how far you've come. I keep the voicemail I never delete, never delete. 23 seconds of you being here. I keep the voicemail I never delete, never delete. It's not much, but it's still somehow clear. You're not gone the way the silence says, you're just gone the way this whole life changes. I keep the voicemail I never delete, never delete. 'Cause some sounds are too holy to erase. Death doesn't get the final word. Love is still louder, love is still around. Not in a phone, but in every trace of the ones we carry, of the life we can't replace. Death doesn't get the final word. Love keeps echoing, love is still heard. Not in a phone, but in me and you. That's how love finishes what it started to do. I keep the voicemail I never delete, never delete. 23 seconds of you being here. I keep the voicemail I never delete, never delete. It's not much, but it's still somehow clear. You're not gone the way the silence says, you're just gone the way this whole life changes. I keep the voicemail I never delete, never delete. 'Cause some sounds are too holy to erase. Too holy to erase. The voicemail I never delete. Email came at 9 a.m. Subject line already told me enough. 15 years I gave that building, and it took 4 sentences to call my bluff. I sat there staring at the screen, coffee going cold beside my head. Trying to figure out how to tell my family the future that we planned. I drove home slower than I needed to, rehearsing how I'd say the words. Kept thinking of my kids' college fund. Kept thinking of everything that felt disturbed. I've never been the one who needed rescuing. Always the provider, always steady, always sure. But I walked into my house that evening, not knowing how to be strong anymore. I've read the verse about the birds and how you feed them every day. But it's different reading it in Sunday clothes than living it when the paycheck's gone away. I don't know what Monday's gonna look like. I don't know where the next check comes from. I don't know what Monday's gonna look like. But I know you haven't left, I know you haven't gone. This isn't the plan I had in mind, but you've never once run out of time. I don't know what Monday's gonna look like. And somehow, that's alright. I updated my resume that night, hands still shaking on the keys. Called an old friend who said he'd ask around. Said don't lose hope, said get up off your knees. I don't feel brave, I feel unraveled, but I keep showing up anyway. Not because I found the answer, but because giving up was never that's alright. Worth more than a sparrow, somehow that's all.